Hey guys, it is me, Spooky Brandie. I hope you are having a wonderful week, wonderful weekend, whenever you're getting to watch this. So let's get right into it, shall we? So as most of you know, I've been married since 2009, so that's 10 years. This upcoming Halloween will be the 10-year anniversary of my husband and I's marriage. And originally this was going to be a chatty get ready with me, but I literally couldn't concentrate on the makeup while talking about this. So lots of lost footage there. But yeah, so let's just kind of dive right in. Let me just kind of preface some things, because I haven't really talked in great detail about my marriage. I haven't, mentioned any kind of specifics as far as my marriage is concerned and things of that nature. And that's on purpose. My husband is a very private person. That's why I haven't really gone into a lot of detail as far as like him as a person, really mentioning him or showing him off or anything like that. That's the reason. He's a very, very private, perfect person, and I'm going to be absolutely respectful in this video. I'm not going to like air out any dirty laundry, so if you're here for that, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go into specifics as to like exactly what happened and why we decided to separate, why I decided to separate, but yes, we are separating. We're going through the process. So he has not moved out. He still lives here. We're kind of just coexisting right now. It's weird to say the least. But he is not in a position to get his own place right now. So I'm giving him some time to work all that out. I'm giving him some time to get everything he needs. I'm going to help in any way possible. But yeah, so we have two beautiful kids. You've seen my kids on this channel numerous times, and I've talked about them a ton. They're just the apple of my eye. They're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love my babies. And I don't want anything to upset them. I don't want them to be unhappy. I don't want them to ever feel pain. So I think that's why I've held off on doing this for so long, because it's been an ongoing issue. It's not new. We haven't been happy for a very, very long time. So it's not like this came out of nowhere. But I was hesitating because I didn't want to negatively affect my children. They are 3 and 5, and ultimately I realized that them seeing mommy unhappy and them seeing daddy unhappy most of the time is not healthy either. So the way we're going to do this, and my husband completely agrees. He's, number one, let me just kind of put this out there. He's a wonderful father. He's an incredible father. He loves our children just as much as I do. He is an amazing caretaker for them. He is just, they are his world, okay? So he is just as much invested in their happiness, their joy, and their stability as I am. So with that being said, we are going to co-parent. I basically broke it down like the way, if we had attempted to keep trying to make this marriage work, we were going to end up hating each other. We were going to end up just being at each other's throats all the time, and it would have just been a nightmare. But I feel like now, if we come to an agreement of like what we want for our children and what we want for our lives as far as like as co-parents, we could be the best co-parents ever. And that, I think, is going to be ultimately the best outcome of all of this. He does not want like to screw me over. I don't want to screw him over. Like, we're not doing lawyers or any of that bull crap. We're not gonna be legally separated until he moves out, obviously, and I'm giving him the time he needs to do that. So like, I know that's going to prolong like how long I have to be separated, because in South Carolina you have to be separated for at least a year before you can even apply for divorce. So, you know, I know, but like, it's not a rush necessarily to get the divorce papers, you know. But we had already discussed, like, I'm not going to seek child support or alimony. He's not going to seek child support or alimony. We're not going to get lawyers involved. We're going to work out custody ourselves. I want him to see the kids just as much as I see them, you know, if not more, because, you know, he is their primary caretaker. So they're never going to be in a position where they have no idea where mommy or daddy is. You know, they're going to see us both quite regularly. As of right now, like, we're essentially working as co-parents anyway, because like, pretty much as soon as I come home from work, he isolates himself from the family and I take over and, you know, do all the mommy stuff and clean and, you know, take care of the kids and put them down to bed. And then on the weekends when I'm off for my like Monday through Friday job, he does the same thing. Like, we go out and we go do stuff. He stays home and away from us. So we're already, like, before I even suggested the idea of separation, we were already doing this. So it's not going to be very different, to be perfectly honest. It's a weird situation to be in, because like, he's not a bad guy. Like, he's not evil or awful. He's not abusive. He's not cheating on me. He's not lying. He's one of the most honest, amazing people you will ever meet. Super kind-hearted, sweet, and sensitive. Like, he's just a great guy. We have a lot of things in common. You know, we both love wrestling. We both love music. You know, that was what brought us together when we first met, was our common interests. But our personalities are very, very different in some very key areas, which is ultimately what made me decide to separate from him. It was my decision. If it was up to him, he would still be here and we'd still be normal and never even discussing the idea of divorce. So it was my decision exclusively. And he understands why, so it's not like a mystery. He knows it's been going on for years and years and years now, so it's not new. But yeah, it's just, it's really weird when, you know, because you see in like the movies with divorce and separation, it's like the man and woman are like at each other's throats and like they hate each other, and like she throws his stuff out on the lawn, and like it's all this like really super like angsty, angry, like, I'm gonna fight for custody for the kids, you're not gonna ever see them again, I'm gonna take you for all you're worth. And when it's not like that, it's a very odd scenario, you know, because like, we're not together, but we're cordial and we're living together, and it's very strange. It's the only way I can put it. It's awkward and strange. You know, somebody that you've been cuddly and, you know, romantic with for 10 years, plus 10 years, because actually we've been together since 2006. So yeah, I mean, for 12 years I've lived with him and we've been romantic together and kissing and, you know, super affectionate, and now we're not. And it's just kind of, it's an odd, because like before, you know, say like when I was leaving for work, be like, oh, okay, I love you, have a wonderful day, I'm gonna miss you. And now it's just like, bye. You know, like, awkward. Bye. I usually hug you, and now it's just really weird. I ultimately feel this is the right decision though. Like, I had suggested this multiple times in the last couple months. And just this past week is when I like made it official that I wanted to separate, and like, we're gonna do that. And honestly, since that day, I felt very free, liberated, free to like create. I don't know if you saw my like witch haul video that was like right before this one, and the sugar pill the limited edition sugar pill unboxing. Both of those videos were done in one night, and that was the night I decided to separate from my husband. I was like on cloud nine. I felt free to create. I didn't feel stifled and controlled anymore, and it was like, wow, like if I had any doubt, like this moment right here just sealed it for me, you know? And then from that point forward, like it's continued to feel like the right decision. Even though he's still living here, I still feel like I'm free to be me again. And yeah, I feel like it's really solidifying like how depressed I have been and how unhappy in this marriage I have been for such a long time. Just kind of seeing how everything just flipped, you know, the second that I decided that I'm leaving. So, but I mean, like I said, you know, this is going to be a long process. There's going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs. There's going to be days where I feel like on death's door. There's going to be days where I feel on top of the world. You know, but ultimately I'm going to make sure that my kids are taken care of. They're happy, they're well adjusted. No matter what happens, like their happiness and their well-being is the top of my priority list, and it always will be. And like I said, you know, they love their daddy and their daddy loves them. I am definitely not going to be that person that tries to keep him away from them. Like I want him in their life, you know? So I think, like I said, it's just going to be a weird transition. But it's a transition that I think is necessary. So it's not something that anybody wants to talk about on YouTube, but at the same time, I feel it's important for anybody who's either been in the situation or maybe in the situation in the near future to kind of see the beginning stages of what it looks like. Thank you so much for just listening to me rant, really. I mean, that's what this video is about, is me really just getting this off of my chest and letting you know kind of what's going on with me. So thank you for allowing me to do that today. And I hope you come back and watch some of my other videos. They're not normally this down in the dumps and depressive, you know. So, you know, if you do want to see more of me and you want to see what this journey looks like going forward and all the fun stuff that I get to do on this channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Without further ado though, oh, hey, one more thing. I got one more Life Token. If you don't know, I am a brand ambassador for Life Token, lifetoken.com. I'll put it in the description below, but it's a really cool thing. Just a very simple idea. It's a piece of jewelry that helps to inspire you throughout the day to do whatever, like whatever it is. If you're going through depression or anxiety, or if you just really want a happy mantra, you know, whatever it may be, they have customizable bracelets. So I have this one already, and you guys probably have seen this one, and it just says, "I've got this," with a little skull. It's like cool and iridescent. But I got a new one today. "You deserve better." I do. I do. I deserve better. And I'm gonna get better. So, if better is living the single life until I am a spinstress, that's fine. But you know, I know that I deserve better than what's going on right now. And in those weak moments where I want to just cave in and go back to the way it was, this is going to keep me on the right path. So if you didn't know, you do get 20% off with my coupon code, which is SpookyB20, which I said wrong last time. Not used to this. I don't have affiliate codes normally, so this is like very new for me. But you get 20% off. I get a small commission every time you use that discount code, so it helps me, it helps you. It's a win-win. Anyway, you guys are amazing. You are gorgeous, and if anyone tells you anything different, they can suck it. I mean that more than ever now.